This is Charles. So today our topic is focused on the energy management solution. So normally we call this EMS system. So we focus on industry, and that means in the factory, and also we also have the power meter. So today we focus on these two solutions. Okay, and why I was curious about why is the Chrome here? Because all the system are based on the web browser, so it's very no matter the development or also the runtime, it's all based on the website. So I think it's more friendly to the users. Okay, so there's a simple rules as before. If you want have some question, you may raise your hand. After all the introduction, we might let you talk, or you can put your question into the Q&A section. We also have my colleague on the line. They also could help me to answer your question. Okay, so for today's webinar, I think we have three topics. The first thing, you will learn more about the DIAEnergie, the function and the features, and also know more about the successful case sharing from Delta. And the last thing, we also demonstrate how to do some software operation to quick start the dashboard, and how to generate the report, and even some live notification via line or some apps. Okay, so here, as you see, the whole Delta solution. So today we focus on two portions. First one is the DIAEnergie, the EMS software, and also the power meter. Okay, so for the DIAEnergie, it's a software platform for management. So here's a basic function like the energy visualization. It will be more easy to let you know the real operation in the factory. And also we do have some data analysis for you to check whether something need to improve or something is an issue in the factory. And also we do have the history tracking. We support the SQL, Microsoft SQL functions, so easy to do no matter 1 year, 2 year, or even five years or longer to keep the history data. And also it's event notification, email, SM message, or some application on the mobile phone is all possible. And also we do have the power meters. Right now we have two types. First one is a panel mount. There's a display, and also we have a DIN rail type. Usually don't have the display. So basically we have these two kind of power meters. Okay, so this is today's agenda. So let's quickly start from the first one, the EMS software introduction. So in this section, there's some topic. So let's start from the first one, the overview of DIAEnergie. So as you can see, here's the typical control system in the factory. So you can see on the below side, it's separated by the area. It actually is a layout in the factory. There's a central control room, and here's some facility equipment like the HVAC, the air conditioning system. And also here's an air compressor and the production lines. And also they do have some water and wastewater treatment system. So actually all this is energy consumption in the factory. So the purpose of the software, EMS software, is to help you to visualization all the energy consumptions, and also can help you to do the management to improve the the whole system, or even to save your cost. So here's the network. Also, we need to build up the network because the factory is area is very big. So we also need to all the data need to go through the network and then go to the EMS system. So here's the overview for the software. So the basic purpose of the software, you can say first one, to improve the power qualities, no matter it's a power factor or no matter it's a harmonic. It's very easy to show from the system than before. And also we improve the equipment of the performance of the equipment, and also can help to reduce the energy cost. So here's a little things like to know. First one, the software is can do the monitoring anywhere, because first one is based on the web service. So it's very easy to access, no matter it's a laptop or your mobile phone or laptop, iPad. So it's very easy to access. And also they do have the real-time notifications and the flexible report format. Actually, the report is very big loading for the daily works. So the software can help you to automatically generate the report, follow your format, no matter it's a daily report or weekly report, or monthly or quarterly. This can perfect fulfill your requirement. And also the energy unit usage analysis. We also can do this kind of the analysis in the system dashboard. And also we do support the performance indicators, like if I manufacture the product, how much electricity for each of the product, this kind of the indicator. And also we can do some budget forecast, and also do the demand management. Actually, the demand is also another big topic for the factory. And also reference for the strategy for the long time to check whether some item can improve in the future. So for the measurement, no matter it's a gas or electricity or water or oil, actually we can all get all the data from the device. And here's some benefit for customer. First, you can see actually it's a centralized system. So no matter the factory, where's the factory, even different countries, we can do the centralized system. And also, of course, to reduce the energy consumption and the billing by improve the management of the energy consumption. And also there's some like CSR portion to lower carbon emission or sustainability certification like ISO or some others. Because actually our customers, they do face the request from the government to have this kind of the system to fulfill some certification. So here's some benefit, like you can see the power quality, to know the electricity condition, especially the harmonics and the power factor in the factory. This is very important, linking with your electricity cost. And also the power, the efficiency, and demand control. Actually, if there's a factory, they have to sign an agreement with the electricity or authority. If the demand higher than the one signing the contract, then maybe they will get punished or fined from the government. So this is very important for them to do the demand control. And of course, for the long term, there's some improvement to help the management. Okay, so back to the software. this is the system architecture. So from the integration side, we can see how the system works. So from here, you can see this is the device layer. You can see some flow or temperature or gas meters or power meters or even some Modbus device. So all these can go through the Modbus gateway and then to the system scale. And also the system support the multiple interface like the OPC and can linking with the third-party software by the OPC. Right now we support the OPC DIACloud. And in the end of this year, we will support the OPC UA client. And from the system to the upper side, we support the API and Modbus slave to can let the upper system to get the data from the DIAEnergie. So this is how the system integration part. And beside that, for the accessibility, so first one is a web-based architecture. So it's very easy to, as I said before, it's very easy to access in anytime or anywhere. And also we do support multi-users in the same time. So no matter the engineer or the supervisor or even the management, they can access the system in the same time. We don't actually it's a limited, but it's a very I think it's very enough to fulfill the requirement. And also we do have the authorized control. For example, if it's an engineer, he will focus on the project development and the remote maintenance, like the daily work. So he will focus on the part of the system. And for the supervisor, maybe they focus on the field data monitor or ensure the system is working. So maybe his authority will be higher. And for the management, maybe they focus on the indicator, the performance, and looking for the cost improvement. So the different of the layer, they will have the different of the authorized. It can be set from the system. And for the dashboard, actually, we do have the standard dashboard. Later, I will show you how to do the standard dashboard. It's very easy to generate. Just follow the step by step. And also, we do have the standard component. Which means you can customize the system by yourself. So generally speaking, it's a flexible UI design. It's all web-based, and we do have the component to do the real-time monitoring or long-term history checking, or some component to do the comparison by the area or by time or by the proportion. And this is another very important parameter, is energy performance indicator. So generally, normally the data from the device, we can call this is the raw data, right? And so how we can check some find some issues from the data, we need to do some calculation. So this is called the indicator. So we do support the programming inside the software. We support the VB script, so you can also do some indicator by yourself. So for example, here's the relative divisions. So like first one is the plant management. Maybe they focus on the area, right? Maybe the production line or the facilities or the office or the transformers. They focus on the area or the whole picture. And for the human resource, they might focus on the headcount. And for the engineering, they might focus on the equipment. And for the finance, of course, they focus on the revenue. Revenue need to link to the production. And also for the product management, of course, they will focus on the productivities, the qualities. So this is all we call the energy performance indicator, which can help all these each different divisions to make some decision. Okay, next one is the history report. Okay, someone said my voice is not stable. Okay, I will try to make it stable. If my voice not stable again, please let me know. Thank you, Secundus. So next one is a history report. For the history report, we already have the function inside the system. So it's very easy to let you check, no matter by tag or by a period. For example, if you want to check some parameter, last hour or last day, there's a quick search. Or maybe you want to customize the period, like from last month, which day, what time, from to what time. It's all up to you. And also we do have the different type of the curve, and all these results we can export the data to the Excel file to let you do the next process. And also for the system report, we have the function like you to quickly generate the report, like the daily from 8 a.m. to the next day 8 a.m. or we can do the report like monthly report. So we all integrate the function into the system. All you need to do just follow the step and the mapping and clicking to do the configuration. Also, at the later on, I will show you how to demonstrate to you how to generate the report. And here's some examples, some template for your reference. And for our system, it's very flexible to do this kind of report. Okay, and next portion is the event notification. As you can see, for the real time or the history data, we can set some higher the value. I mean, the value is upper limit or the lower limit. So if over the limit, the system must to send some notification to the supervisor. And also we do support the message and line. I think line is more suitable right now. It goes through the apps on the mobile phone. So later on, we also have a video to show you how to do this kind of the line notification. Okay, and this is another. This is the function for the remote site to link to monitoring the transformer. This is a very far away from the central, and it's difficult to find the network or the Wi-Fi around that. But they do want to monitor the data from the transformer. So this is the function for this kind of the applications. So actually, it's very simple. You just need the cloud router, no matter it's a 3G or 4G. For Delta, we all have this kind of the product, and then link to the device here, and then the data will transfer to the cloud, and then the system will get the data from the cloud, and then show into the system. Actually, you can simply to see within this kind of the function, you can link the remote device just like a cable, just like a locally to link. And there's another very benefit for customer, like what if the system shut down or system there's a disconnection to the cloud, then customer might worry about the data may be lost or some errors. So for the cloud, we also have the data log function. That means if the system, DIAEnergie system shut down or something wrong connection, the cloud will temporarily save the data into the cloud, like a buffer mode. So no matter the device is a flow meter, power meter, or gas flow meter, all this kind of data will not lose. They will temporarily save inside into the cloud. And after the communication back to normal to the system, all the data will push to the system. So we will keep your data safe and no losing. So next one, this is some information for the license. So for all this kind of the system, we only have one license chart and only one time, and we separate by the device tag, like a 20 device, 50 device, or 100 device. One device means one. If we set Modbus, it's a Modbus node. This is a one device, not include the gateway or something else. I mean for the end device, like the power meter or the flow meter. Okay, and this is all the system introduction. Next one, let's go to the power meter. Actually, this is so-called a digital power meter. All the power meter from Delta, they do support the communication Modbus RS485. And here I separate by two portions. First one is the panel mount. So you can see this all the panel mount power meter right now we have. And here is the high function. So that means the power meter here, the function is better than the left one here. And for panel mount, we separate by two certification with the CE or UL certification or without this kind of the certification. CMA is the certificate from the China, because all our product is manufacturing in China. This one is a compact size. It's a 72 multiplied 72 millimeter. It's a small one. And also for the C502, actually this one is very cost performance. It's very high. They have the demand function, the harmonic function, and also the data log function. So and the price, I think, is very competitive. So I think this one is very good for you. And in the next quarter, we will launch the Ethernet type. They have two Ethernet RT45 port back at the back side. And for the function, it's the same thing as C530, but they have two more communication port. I think easy to do the wiring. Just use the daisy chain to link the power meter one by one. And from the DIN rail side, actually this is a new series we will launch in the half the second year, 2020. And I would like to highlight this one, DPM MA3222222. It's a multi-circuit the power meter. It's up to, if for 3-phase, it's up to 8 channels. If only for single phase, it's up to 24 channels. So this, I think, is very powerful function. And this D4540, we set in the plan, but not this year. We will integrate the waveform capture function inside this one. So it's like a very advanced parameter in the future. So I would like to highlight 2 or 3 models, which is I really recommend to you. So first one is a C530. All the function, the harmonic, the demand, the auto metering, the multi-tariff, and the data log and the alarm history is all support. And besides that, it also support the backnet function. So that means if for the building automation, this one also combine the requirement. And also for the Ethernet type, we have the daisy chain to do the connections. And okay, here's some, you can see for the multi-tariff, we support up to 4 sections per day. I think we can fulfill all most of the regulation from the world, different countries. And for the data log function, data log means if the power meter, the connection disconnected to the system, the power meter still keep the data inside the power meter. And for the how long can keep the data, it's up to 2 months. 2 months means 2 months means the interval time is, I think it's a 15 minutes, and you can see the parameter up to 17 parameters. And within these all conditions, the system can keep the power meter can keep the data 2 months. But normally, if you said I want the sampling time, interval time very fast, 1 minute, 1 data. So in this case, I think we still can keep the data for 1 week. The maximum parameter is 6 parameters. I think this is a very good functions. We don't require. I know some brand they also support this kind of the function, but they will keep the data into the SD card in the gateway. But I think this is a different way how to achieve the function. Okay, and this is what as a side for the Ethernet type, we support we have two port at the back side, and very easy to link to at the side by the daisy chain connection. And here's a typical applications like the main distribution panel, MDD or DB, and power quality analysis, or even some building automation or smart grid. Okay, next one is C50X. X means we have the C01L and C502, these 2 models. This is, I can see first one, this is very very competitive product. And we have 2 types. The 501L is a basic one. It also have the digital input and the relay output functions integrate to the power meters. And for the 502, it also have the advanced functions, demand, data log. So I think it's very the cost of performance again is very high value for this one. And some applications like the telecom stations, machine automation in the factories. And this is a very special one. It's a wireless power meter. I think not so many brands have this kind of the product. So this may so of course it's a Wi-Fi type, follow the 2.4 gigahertz the connections. So obviously it's very easy to implement at some location, which means the wiring is very difficult, and maybe the cost is very high for the cable wiring. So you may need this kind of the Wi-Fi power meters. And next one is a dim wheel power meter. And this one the picture is the direct measuring. That means the CP built-in. This is a CP built-in type. The maximum current is 63 ampere. So the applications, like if the CT at the site very inside the this is the application, the mounting the inside the telecom power system. So no need require the CT. You just put the wiring into the parameters, and then the output. The CT function already built inside. This is very I think it's a very good feature for this one. And this is this one not yet released to the market, but we plan to do in the next quarter. So obviously it's a DIMM type, and we also integrate the display on that. And these two I could say is like a standard and a basic one. Okay, DA3222. So this one, I think the function is very powerful. You can see it's up to if 3-phase is up to 8 channels. That means you can link to 8. You can replace 8 power meters. Here's a picture you can see before. I think this is old analog power meters. It's many, and the wiring I think is very messy. So after using this type power meter, I guess this may be a single phase. So you can see for here is up to 24 channels. So it's very powerful for the integration, and also to save the space, save the cost for the all this kind of the cabling or device. And this one is a DC type. DC type means the measurement is not the AC, it's measure the DC. So what kind of like application require this? I think should be like the wind electricity or solar electricity, because all the power need to from DC to AC and then back to the grid, or DC to some battery or some charge. So might be very suitable for this kind of the requirement. Okay, so all the product introductions are finished. So let's see some standard UI user interface for the system. So here you can see this is very standard dashboard for the developers. If they don't have any, I think this is very good function for the starter. You might not have the picture of what the system will look like and what is the function customer requirement. And so might be this standard dashboard will be helpful to you. So you can see here some portion for the overview. They have some chart, pie chart to let you know the percentage of the power usage, and also some daily, monthly, weekly usage, and also the real-time power demand monitoring. If go to the alarm area, you might have some action to reduce the demand. And also we support some compare chart to let you compare no matter the current or the energy or the power factors, no matter it's all customized. It's very flexible. And here's like a monthly comparison by I think this one compared by the load, MDB1 and MDB2, for example. And also we do have this kind of the alarm. Alarm means if you compare if you compare this year, the power consumption is more than last year. If your productivity not increased, so that means your factory have something happens, right? So that might allow you to do some action to check what is the issue. And also we do have some train function. If your mathematics is very good, we also have some algorithm inside the system can let you forecast the next 1 month, 2 months, or even next 3 months. What is the trend going to go down or go up? And all this is a standard dashboard. If customer not satisfied with this, we also can do the customize the dashboard for them. So here's the example. You can see the customer want to compare first. This is by area or by the source. They have 2 transformers, and this is a comparison by the area. They have factory 1, factory. They have 4 factories, and also have the office, canteens. And this is the details, the daily data bar chart to show different, like a light, fan, machine, air condition, pump, and air compressor. And if they want to check more detailed information, and then just click the button and jump to another page to show the details. So this is just an example for you to know the system is very flexible, can fulfill the customer requirement. I could say maybe 60% requirement from customer is same, but there also have 40 different things, and maybe they require the UI user interface will differently. Maybe they have their own pictures. So basically, system is suitable. It's very flexible for you to fulfill the requirement. And this is the system dashboard. System dashboard, that means this is the existing function. When you log into the system, you can come to this page. And there's several functions I would like to highlight to you. Like the first 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 is focused on the developing, like the device topology, tag mapping, or you have some calculation, or you have some logic I want to do by VB script, and also the UI design. This 4 part focus on the developing and preview just like a runtime. And if you want to do some further query analysis, here we offer the basic and advanced query for you. And of course, for the alarm setting and also the authority settings and all the system settings. So this is the function from the system dashboard. And here, for example, for the device topology and tag mapping, here's actually this is a real configuration page. So you can see for the topology, we just use the mouse to drop the component to here and then do the settings, just double click to the settings. And here's the tag mappings. Tag mappings, I'll show all the details for each of the tag. Actually for delta parameter, we support more than 40 or 50 parameters, the normal use for parameters for you. And here is a basic query. I think we introduced this before to select no matter it's a device or no matter it's a tag or some period or some indicators to let you to do the history data check. And of course, for the alarm, you can set as I said, the upper limit or the lower limit, and what if the alarm happens, who will be notified, this kind of the details. So for the successful sharing, first one is in the semiconductor assembly and test factories. So for the customer, first they have a lot of machines. They want to do some energy saving to reduce the the cost from the electricities. And also, they also want to do some like a prepare maintenance in advance for the system, and also analysis the data by the different area or the production line or the different peer. So here's the system architecture. This project made the power meter around 100 pieces. So we link the power meter by RS485 by the twisted wire cable, and then go to the gateway. The interface become the mobile TCP, and then go to the network, the factory network, and finally the data go to the DIAEnergie. So this is the whole system, the architecture, and this is the dashboard for your reference. I think this is the requirement from the customer. Maybe they have their existing this kind of the dashboard, so we just follow their requirement to move the user interface to the system. Okay, and some trend. Okay, this is the first customer's successful case for your reference. And second one is the bearing manufacturers, the mechanical manufacturing. And so the problem for this customer, they face the huge HVAC power consumptions. So they want to do some automatically tuning by the temperature, and then to improve the consumption for the factories, and also to reduce the unnecessary loading of the air compressor by the system, and also fulfill the ISO the certification to get the allowance. And here is a UI for your reference. Okay. Sorry, it's Chinese, but the main is the HVAC. The detail of the HVAC is, and here is the chillers. They have 6 chillers, and here is the bar chart and the trend chart to show the history data. Okay. Next one is the footwear manufacturing. This one I think is in Vietnam, and the customer they require the electricity tariff calculations by 3 sections, maybe the nighttime and the high, the peer, and the daily daytime, nighttime, and the high maximum requirement. And also we do the customize the report with the regression trend and the energy using ranking for the customer, and also the power density analysis with more details. And for this factory, actually they have 2 factories, but the distance between is more than 20 kilometers. I think we also integrate the 2 factories into one, but we go through their own network. They have the fiber to link the 2 factories. Okay, and next one we will show you some demonstration about the first one, standard dashboard, quick generate. Second one is the automatically generate the report. And second one is the alarm notification via line. For line, I think mostly in Taiwan, Japan, and Thailand. And I think in the future we will have more version like maybe WhatsApp. Okay, so let's see the first one. Actually, it's a video. My team helped me to make this one, so I will let you to see. Okay. So this is a login Windows. We support Chinese and English right now. And this is the function quickly generate the dashboard. So here's the typology. We have to first one add the page, and then drop some mobile device, and then do the detail parameter configurations. And then the tag mapping, the purpose is to select what kind of the parameter you want to read or write. So if it's delta parameter, we have the quick mapping. You no need to do this kind of the configuration. But if it's a standard mobile device, we have to do this kind of the detailed configurations. And also here's a factory settings to create some portions like the category or the target for each of the months. What is the target and what is the area name? For example, if you have 5 production line and you want to monitoring separately, so this is all this kind of the settings. And here's the target by months for this year. Okay, and last one is the UI. Mostly it's a UI configuration. Okay, so you can see the first one is a demand. So you have to select the parameter to show the demand. And here's the pie chart and the political chart for you to change. And here's the energy export. Export means the deliver the energy. Select the type of the loading, the lighting or compressor or air conditions or production. Okay, and the next one is the show the main power consumption by daily, weekly, monthly. Okay. So this is the overview. So we just finished all the settings inside the overview. And next one, we do some comparison, consumption by different time period. So first one, I think we show the voltage, the phase voltage, average phase voltage, and also the current voltage, average current. And all these parameter we can monitor it by real time, and also we can to select to keep into the history data or not. And all this, actually all the format, once it generate, it's not means cannot, it's fixed, cannot change. Of course, you can go to the UI design function and then change and then modify all this kind of the component or the curve or the even the tag. It's all flexible. Okay, and then we go to the comparison to check the energy consumptions. Actually, for the system, I could say 90% of the programming is all configuration like this. You just select the target, the parameters, and then key in the suitable parameters or the descriptions. Only for some advanced functions, like you want to send the report via email automatically to the users. In this kind of, actually, we also have the tools to automatically send the email to user, but also we can do by the VB script. So actually, we can do more things about via the VB script. But normally, I'm not sure you have this kind of the programming skills. So if you have this, if you have these skills, I think this system is very suitable for you. You can do more and more functions, more than this. So I think until now the system already finished. So then we just go to the preview and show the runtime dashboard. So I could say again, this is a very helpful function for the starter. Or if you don't have much VB script skill on that, very useful function for the starters. Okay, so last one is quickly generate the dashboard for the runtime. And next one is the automatically generate the report. The report will generate an Excel file and save into the local servers. Okay, we just open a template Excel file and then set up the column name. First one is day time, and from the start from the column B is the target parameter we want to save. And for the chart, actually, it's a function by Excel to more easy to visualize this kind of data. And then we go to the tools. It's a report configuration tool. After you install the software, we will show to the folder, and then you start it, and then select the project you have, and select the equipment and the tag, and set the data type as a daily type, and then start cell. That means which column you want to put the data in, and then add, and then that finish the data show into the tag item. And then we just create more and more different tags, the MVCB2, and then there's MVCB3. And I want to see all the history data is automatically handled with SQL, Microsoft with SQL software. So it's very convenient for users to handle the history data. And then we have to input the template, and then select the what time you want to generate the report. We select the 9 a.m. and then there's a function whether you want to send the report via email. And after that, we have to save this configuration file. The alert just showed that means the system required the headline title for the time and date. So we just create the date and put into the column A. And then we save the configuration settings, and the file type is the JSON. So after save the file, actually we will be activate. And for the next time, the time go to the 9 a.m. You'll see maybe a little delay, several minute delay, and then you will see the report auto generated by the system, just like this. Okay, and this is the auto report generate function. So last one is the alarm notification via line, and we rely on the IFTTT, these tools. Okay, let's see. And then we go to the system setting, and there's a line setting, and we give it a name and event name. And here I would like to stop first. So actually we jumped into the IFTTT web page to get the token. So here we use the two functions. First one is a line function. It's all inside the IFTTT. Another one is the web call. So let's see. And actually for this IFTTT settings, I didn't show here. If you want to know, if you're interested, you can go to our data academies. You can scan the QR code here to get to know how to set how to do the settings via inside the IFTTT. So here we use the two functions. First one is a line. Second one is a web hooks. So combined with these two functions, we can get the token and then back to the DIAEnergie, and then fill in the token, and then they will link in the systems. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so here's the tokens. Actually, we just need to copy this one and paste into the system, and then the setup will finish. Next one, just link the alarm. Which alarm you want to push the notification? Then you just select the line and select the values, what the values alarm happens, and your alarm will receive this kind of the notification. All right. Today's presentation and the record video we will all put on into the website. You can easily to get download or check again into the website. Okay, so if no more question, I would like to thank you all for today's join, and okay, so see you next time.